and if you're just joining, this is Brian Vladek Hasel, missing out of East Orlando, Florida, since November of 2021.
And Sarah and I did an interview together to cover Vlad's story last week, 2 weeks ago. So that is in the process. Can't wait for that to be able to share that with each of you guys. Thank you, Sarah, for being a voice for Vlad.
Welcome, the 16 of you that are in here. Please tap that screen, share the live, let TikTok know that we are busy over here to take us to the FYP and get more eyes on Vladek. We appreciate each and every one of you in here. See a lot of new names, so if you're new to us, please just say new in the chat. If you're new to us, say that you're new. I am not new. I have been here for about 2-ish years. And I'm still in Wisconsin. Oh, is Brandy on here? Oh, dang, she's not even here. Anyways, hello, Kimber Crimes. If you are new to us, I would really encourage you to click on that link, give us a follow, and check out our first 3 pinned videos. It's the News Nation story on Vladek. It gives all the info on what happened leading up to his disappearance. It has important footage that we can't show on a live. So if you don't know the story, please check out our 3 pinned videos to get all the info on Vladek's case. Also, while you're there, it'd be really great if you did all the things. Don't interact with any more than 3 videos. That just helps us get our much traffic as possible to get Vladek's face to the right people.
Absolutely. And if you are able to share out the live to your friends, just means a new set of eyes that could be seeing Vlad's face for the first time. Be on the lookout for him while they're out and about doing their daily activities, and I mean the set of eyes that sees him, spots him, and brings information to his case. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, truly, anything helps. It's been 3 years of silence, of no credible leads for my brother's case, and you know, there's so many families out there going through this heartbreaking struggle right now, and you know, each of you taking a moment to reshare our families, loved ones, flyers, and social media pages has potential to break these cases wide open. That's all we truly ask for, is getting our family's faces out there.
If you're new to Vladek's case, I would love to tell you a little bit about him. Vladek is known to be kind of a story collector, I call him. He likes to come up to people and just get their attention and ask them about themselves. He loves to hear how somebody got to where they are right now when he's talking to them. And it feels like he makes that person the most important person in the conversation. Vladek is known to be rather quiet and reserved, but he likes to hear other people's stories. So I call him a story collector. And we believe that somewhere in America, people have had these, what I call Vladek experiences, and don't realize that Vladek is a missing person. So we just need to reach the right set of eyes, the right set of ears to be like, oh yeah, I did have this really intense conversation with this really big blonde guy, you know, and Vladek is a memorable face, and I think along with the Vladek story experience, if people could put that together, they could realize that, oh, they actually did see Vladek, or they know him, or, you know, he works at their grocery store, something, but we need to get the right set of people. So we are using social media to get his face and his story everywhere. And please go to our BIO. There's an LINK for every other platform that you want to look for on there. Please follow us on all of them. But we need his face everywhere in America, even tiny little towns. I was in my tiny little town a couple of weeks ago, and where I grew up, and put a Vladek poster up. Have them in my car just because I do, and just thought, you know, I doubt it, but maybe someone from there went somewhere and saw him somewhere. So it's always these big what ifs, and if we can get everyone seeing his face and hearing his story and hearing what he is like, then somebody might notice something and to give us our first lead. We would be so thankful and so appreciative. So if you can send that out to all of your friends on TikTok, we'd appreciate you now. Hi, Dangerous Pumpkin, how are ya?
And I just want to say, like, it's just such a beautiful sight to see how we, as, you know, who were once strangers, coming together, and you guys are now my extended family. Just seeing the support from each and every one of y'all. You know, Christy sharing on the YT page live right now, so her followers can see Vlad's face. So grateful for Sarah being here, and Melissa, and Rosie, and Siebler, and all of you guys. Arctic, you all are incredible advocates for my brother, and I can't face tomorrow without each of you. So I just want to say thank you much.
Definitely, there's nowhere else we Tuesday nights. This is, you know, we're in this fighting with you. We're so proud of you. You're doing so good.
Yeah, it is a family, and you don't realize when you become a missing persons advocate that you will become a part of a family, and they're, you know, we try to have a step above or a step away from the story, but sometimes you just can't, right? So, you know, Bethany and I I know we couldn't be mother and daughter, but I feel so proud of her like a mother would. I know her mom is so proud of her for doing this. She is spearheading this search. She has been, like I said, on social media looking for Vladek since the day she knew he was missing. And she has continued to do this, and now it has been 3 years, and we just want to find Vladek. We want to make sure that he's okay. There's a stigma in the United States that, oh, he's a man, you know, let him be or whatever. But this is not that kind of case. That's not what it is. Vladek talked to his siblings, or it would be very, very unlikely for him to, absolutely unlikely for him to go for 3 years without talking to one of the, 10 members of his family. So this is very out of normal for Vladek. So we know there's something wrong. So when we come on here every Tuesday, we're just hoping to get at that right person. People don't realize that when someone goes missing, the police will probably be on that case for at most 6 months, and I'm being pretty generous there. What happens is it comes to the families and the loved ones of these missing people, and there are thousands of them in the United States, to continue the search, to come on social media, to get the news interested in something new that's happening with the case. And Bethany has been behind that 100% since her brother has gone missing. Thank you for the 6.3K likes already. Please keep on tapping. It is expensive and it is heartbreaking, and that's why we need you. We need people like us to help out. We always are looking for more members of Team Vladek. We are a community. We work together because I am not good at making fancy things, posters, and I'm not good with technology, but I can talk a talk for hours if you wanted me to, and we need people with different skills. So if you'd like to join our team, give us a follow and then send us a message and say, hey, I can do this. I'd love to help you out. Hello, Find the Missing. Welcome in. We'd love to know if you guys are new to our story. The 23 of you in here, welcome. If you are new, please click that Find Vladek Hasel in the corner there and watch our 3 pinned videos. It tells the story of what led up to Vladek going missing. It has some important video in there that we can't show on a live, but we can show in a video on our TikTok page. So go to that, watch those 3 videos. We'll still be here, don't worry. And then come back, and if you have questions, go ahead and ask them respectfully in the comments then. But it's the story is done very, very well by News Nation. So most of those questions would be answered if you watch those videos first. So we really appreciate that. While you're there, if you could interact with those videos, like, comment, share, all the things that make TikTok notice that we're busy. Like I said, we're trying to get everywhere in America. So all of the sharing and all of the TikTok video you guys do just helps us out. And we appreciate you so much. Let us know if you're new, because it seems like we have higher numbers right away. So that's great. So excited. Maybe our promotion did a thing, which is great. Love it when promotions do their thing.
A huge thanks to Sarah as well. Yeah, in the promotion.
Oh, did she promote too?
Sarah has 1 million followers, so.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
great.
We appreciate it so much.
Got it.
It does. So thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us. I really appreciate you always.
Or just get on the script of saying it, and I totally I follow Sarah totally, but like it just didn't click. I don't really look at people's numbers. I'm just trying to get 5,000 this year. But yes, Sarah, thank you so much for being here with us. It's very, very kind of you. We really hope that your viewers will come see you in here and hear Vladek's story. We really appreciate it. It's amazing.
Yes.
Rosie, you could have messaged me that in a text.
Thank you all for being here. Take a moment to share out Vlad's flyer. ArcticFox, is that Fuzzy from the page with the bird? Fuzzy, are you in the comments? Wave hi. Okay. Hi, girl. Fuzzy, I don't know if you're I don't know. So I'm sorry. Everyone's a girl to me unless they tell me otherwise. So no offense. Oi. Welcome. All right.
Everyone put in the comments what state you're from.
Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up.
Oh, girl. Oh, good. Good. What a plus. Yep.
Oh.
If you could put what state you're from, there you go. ArcticFox, Arkansas. Nice. Yep. I'm still here in Wisconsin. Probably will never leave. Brandy's not here to laugh at that, but she finds that very amusing. I'm not sure why. Wisconsin. Oh, Colorado.
Missouri. Wow, that's awesome, guys. From Kentucky, live in Orlando. Yep, Massachusetts. Wouldn't that be awesome if we got all the states represented?
No kidding.
West Coast, Kentucky. Awesome.
I just wanted to let you know that I also have a business in Oklahoma. I've got a comedy club there, although I'm trying to sell it right now. I've got Vlad's flyer as well as other flyers hanging there. So he's blasted in Oklahoma too.
That's amazing. Thank you, Thomas. That is so cool. And if anyone would like to post flyers in your hometown, it is pretty simple to do. I can send you an email link that has the mini version where you can print 4 on a piece of paper. So even printing 1 page and sticking up 4 little flyers around your hometown can make a difference. And it's pretty quick, pretty easy. Fuzzy is an amazing advocate as well for getting flyers out and about. So that's just some examples up there. And then if you need flyers, just let me know. There's many advocates that can also mail them out. Mind of Monsters is willing, Moms and Mysteries, Navigating Advocacy. Many advocates out there can get flyers to you as well if you're interested in that. Really just getting Vlad's picture and his flyer posted in even the smallest of towns is my goal. It doesn't matter, if only 1 or 2 people see it, because that just means it's 1 or 2 more people that can see his face and hopefully be on the lookout for him. So any little bit that you can do can make the world of difference in his case. So I just want to thank each of you in advance for your efforts to just continue to get his face out there, whether it's, boots on the ground or just across social media platforms. It just takes 1 person to remember him. Sarah said transit centers too, if you can. Yep, absolutely. Bus stops, train stations, food truck stops can be very helpful. Yep.
I recently had a friend go on vacation and she drove to where she was going and she stopped at every rest stop that they went by and put a Vladek poster up. And I can't remember how far they traveled, but it wasn't like the next town over. It was a big across states. So it's really awesome. And it's simple. Like you could just, like college students, all college students have that community board in their dorms. Just stick it up there in the dorms. And, kids in colleges are from all over different states. So you could find someone who knows someone who knows someone. And that's what we're looking for. We have had no credible sightings or leads since he went missing. But Bethany has been on social media since day 1, trying to get Vladek's story to the right people. make people feel special and important when they're talking to him. So we all need a friend like Vladek. You're not wrong, Sarah. Like, I can't, that's the best way of putting it. He just loves to listen to people, and I feel like he really took in people's stories and I don't know, just saved them in his mind because he loves to hear how they got to where they are. And I think there are people out there that have had what I to find that person that's had a Vladek experience and doesn't realize that Vladek's considered a missing person. We do know that Vladek had a huge heart for the homeless. Before he went missing, he was doing a ton of work with the homeless people in Orlando where he lives. And so he could be working with the homeless community or could be in the homeless community in some area in the United States. Bethany is pretty sure that she's saturated the Orlando area with his posters and like billboards and news and media. So we're guessing he's not in Orlando, but he could be in any little town from Orlando to California. So anyone can find Vladek if we just watch our pin videos, ask to hand out some flyers or ask to join our team. Really just sharing our live stream could get us to the right set of people and we could find Vladek. That's what we do every Tuesday at around 9 Eastern Standard Time. We come on and we talk about Vladek and we try to get new eyes on his story. And we would love you to come join our team, give us a follow, put in the comments where you're from, look at the little clipboard thingy. It says how you can help us out. We'd really appreciate any or all of those things.
Thank you, Dangerous Pumpkin. That was
Awesome.
reaching out to your friend in California. That's one area that I haven't been able to get a lot of awareness to. Vladek lives near San Diego, but just really anywhere on the West Coast would be amazing just to help spread awareness. And Sarah said it costs 0 and takes 10 seconds to share. It means the world for Vladek. Absolutely. That's all I'm asking, guys, is sharing his picture. That's all I want. That's all I need. That's how I'm going to hug my brother. So thank you, guys.
Vladek had a great respect for the military and for civil servants like police officers. He did go to basic training in the Marines in California, in San Diego, like Bethany said. He was honorably discharged, but he still holds a great respect for military, police officers, civil servants, like I said. So he would always thank them for their service, and he just still holds a great respect for the military. And we are looking for someone or several someones in the San Diego area or in California in general who would like to help us out, put our posters up in that area. So thank you so much for posting in Missouri, Mind of Monsters. That's so great.
Oklahoma, Texas, South Carolina, Arkansas, That's incredible. Thank you so much for mailing out those flyers. I really appreciate it. Let's see. What are good topics? Let's see. Pop quiz. What's Vladek's favorite sport? Write it in the comments. Hey, Haley. Thank you so much for joining. Yep.
I was playing because that's not right.
All right, Melissa, you can't give away the answers. You know.
Okay, I will stop.
Let me see here. How old was Vladek when we adopted him? That would be awesome, ArcticFox. I would love that to help spread Vladek's story. 49 when we adopted Vladek? Okay. Any other guesses?
I know.
I know. 6, okay. Any other guesses? Three. He was 5. He was 5. So close, Dangerous Pumpkin. This year marked 20 years since the adoption.
And Vladek came with his sister, so he actually came with his older sister, Irina. And so that's how long did you say?
Since adoption, 20 years.
Wow.
July will mark 21 years.
That's amazing.
Let's see. What other trivia facts? Let's see. Did I tell you all the story of what he did to my golden retriever?
I don't think so.
No.
Not that like springs to my mind right away.
He decided to play hairdresser and give her a haircut.
Oh, how old was he?
It had to be like within the year or two.
Oh, recently.
No. Of adopting.
Oh, okay.
He was young.
So like 7 or so.
Yeah, he was little. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't have much detail
Oh
after that.
no, the poor thing.
Goodness. Little brothers.
I have not heard that story. That's funny.
He definitely kept me on my toes. Before Vladek, Jonathan was the only boy in the household, so Jonathan was raised by girls. So we didn't really have to navigate the crazy boy stuff, that daredevil stuff. So definitely kept us on our toes. Yes. Alright, Shade. What else? Any questions about Vladek's story, feel free to jot them in the comments.
Hey, Kara, thanks for coming over.
Welcome,
Thank
Kara.
you, Sarah, for inviting. If you haven't heard Vladek's story, you can watch our pinned videos. Go up to that corner picture and give us a follow while you're there. Watch the first 3 pinned videos. Gives the story of what led up to Vladek's disappearance, and also has some important video that we can't show on live, but is on the TikTok page. So check that out.
Welcome, Tiffany. So the last verifiable sighting was on body cam footage at a Foxtail coffee house that he frequented. That's actually a screenshot from the body cam footage there. That was November 6, 2021. And then there was a couple other sightings throughout the week we were gone. The dates can't be 100% verified. And to me, with the information that, you know, we've discovered with those sightings, it really seems like, to me personally, that those sightings potentially happened, you know, before the Foxtail instance. So my family goes by November 6, 2021, because we can, you know, see him on camera, that kind of thing.
We now have 28 people in here. If you're new, please let us know. Let us know what state you're watching us from. I'm still in Wisconsin.
I'm in Orlando, Florida. Good talk in the comments. Also, you know, write in the comments when you first heard about Vladek's story, if it's recent or if it's been a little bit. I'd love to hear like how long you've been following along. Feel free to jot that in the comments as well.
So I heard of Vladek's story through Rosie, who's in the box next to me. We were helping out on another missing person, and she said, "Oh, this girl needs our help." So I was like, "Sure, let's go." And it was about 2 years ago or so, and it's been a privilege to work with Bethany. She's an amazing sister. I always say she's the best sister ever. My Joy loves to hear that, because she'd like to think that she's the best sister ever, but Bethany has gone above and beyond the call of duty for being a great big sister. She's been on social media looking for Vladek since day one. Since they knew he was missing, she was on social media. We're on all other platforms. If you want to check the LANK in our BIO, give us a follow on all of those. We'd appreciate it. Make sure you watch our pinned videos, interact with them, like, comment, share, all of the things. Try not to do more than 3 videos at once, because it gets tricky. But yeah, thank you, Dangerous Pumpkin. You heard it from me. That was probably, oh gosh, a year ago, maybe. Yeah. So we are just so excited to have a lot of people. This is a lot of people for us. So if you are new, let us know. But please share this live right now. It would help us so much. We need to get every nook and cranny of the continental USA. We think that Vladek has left the state of, why do I want to say California? Because we're looking for someone to help us there. Left the state of Florida and is in some other states. So we have several places where we'd like to get boots and on the ground and posters on walls or whatever. Bethany, can you tell us those areas where he has previously lived?
Yeah. So Russia.
He's not there because he didn't have a valid passport.
Valid passport. Inverness, Florida is where we grew up, and then He went to Claremont, Florida to live with my dad during middle school. Then they were in Winter Springs, Florida, which is, pretty much Orlando. He went to live with Carrie in Arlington, Texas, for a year before joining the Marines. He was stationed in, I had to look it up, it was 22 when in Crime City Flyer. Oh, that's amazing. 2017, he went to Arlington, Texas to live with Carrie for a year, and then joined the Marines, was in boot camp in San Diego, California. Was there for about a year, graduated in December of 2018, stationed for about 6 months or so at a desk job. Wasn't the right fit for him, got an honorable discharge, went back to live in Winter Springs with my dad, and then went to live with Carrie again in Detroit, Michigan. Was there for a few months or so in January of 2020. Then they were in Nashua, New Hampshire for a couple months before coming back and living in Winter Springs, Florida. My dad split up off from his wife at the time. So Dad and Vladek got the apartment in East Orlando in November of 2020. And they were there for a year before Vladek went missing in November of 2021.
I was talking to, this is so off, this is so strange, but I was at a show choir competition in Iowa this weekend, and there was this lady who had a table and had all these pictures of young people, and it was about mental health. And so, like, of course, you know me, I had to go up and be like, it's so interesting that you're reaching out to all these kids. It's the right age group. And here, have this card. I'm a missing persons advocate. I'm this guy, Vladek Hasel. He went missing. And I was talking to her about 2020, and she was like, that did a number to so many people. She's like, I have so many cases that are like, it started in 2020 because it was just so rough on everyone. And, I have found that to be very true too, as a missing persons advocate. And so it's so important, the mental health aspect is, there's a stigma. There's a stigma about men, especially when we're here a lot of time, not all the time, but occasionally people will be like, well, he's a man, leave him alone, let him do his thing, and yes, he is a man, and he is, an adult, but he is an adult that would talk to his family every single day. There's no reason that Vladek would stop talking to his family. And so we know that there's something wrong, and that's why we need you. We need you to share this live. We need you to watch our videos, do all the things, welcome in, and we would love for you to join our team. So give us a follow, and let us know where you're watching from. And if you don't know the story, watch those 3 pinned videos on our page. There's also an LINK in our bio for all other social platforms. Give us a follow on those. It would be so helpful. We're just trying to reach the right person in the continental USA. We think that Vladek is somewhere in some tiny town doing, we don't know what, but we need to find him because we know that this is very unusual behavior for him. He wouldn't go years without talking to his family. He wouldn't usually go days without talking to someone in his family. So we know that there's something wrong, and we want to reach that right person. Vladek loves Vladek loves to to strike up a conversation, be like, hey, I like your shirt or something, and then sort of just make that person the most important person in the conversation. He just listens to where you got, how you got to where you are right now and where you started out. And somebody somewhere has gotten a Vladek experience and doesn't realize that Vladek is considered a missing person. So we need every nook and cranny, every little small town, every bus stop, every coffee shop to have a Vladek picture. And if you can help us out in any way, we'd love to have you on our team.
Yeah.
So Timmy, I'd love for you, could you watch our pinned videos? They have all the information, but we do not believe he was visiting anyone.
And he didn't really talk about going anywhere. So it is a big mystery.
Yeah, we really have nothing concrete after that picture taken right there, basically, where he had a conversation with a Orlando police officer. And then the dates are kind of strange and we're not super sure. So the 6th is where they like to say that that's the last time he was seen, because there he is in the picture. And so yes, November of 2021 was the last time they were seen. And we just need to get his picture to the right American. We know that he did not travel outside the country. He did not have a valid passport. And if he had applied for one, he would get flagged because he is listed as a missing person. So we know he couldn't have left the country. So he is somewhere in the United States. It would really be interesting too if we could get the people who were in Orlando in November of 2021 and, you know, could have been in that coffee shop or any of the number of fast food places that Vladek loved to frequent on that road. What's the road called?
First City Boulevard.
There we go, that one. He did a lot of walking, even though they did have a car. He did a lot of walking on that road.
And Kara, the head advocate, Vern, has been incredible. He has been able to do a lot of canvassing of the homeless population and even cross paths with several that knew Vladek before he went missing, and being able to hear their stories of, you know, interactions with Vladek. You know, I wouldn't have been able to hear those stories without Vern. So that has been really meaningful to me to have Vern continue to advocate for Vladek and be boots on the ground. But all the individuals that he did cross paths with, there have been no concrete leads to show where he is now. Is there any states or contacts he had out of state? Potentially. Vladek is he's very private, so he doesn't really talk about himself, or he wasn't calling very many people on his phone. But he probably did have friends from the different places where he lived, like Texas. Thank you, ArcticFox. That is so
Wow.
that's
Thank
amazing.
you.
I've never seen that before. He really enjoyed his time in Texas, so he might have friends there still, but I don't have any contacts for anyone. He wasn't actively calling them on his phone or anything like that. There's nothing on the phone history. And like Arlington, or San Diego, California, he, you know, probably has friends from boot camp days kind of thing. But again, I don't know their contacts. He wasn't calling them on his phone. He did have some social media pages. He didn't post them, or like he didn't post on them. It's been a long time since he posted any actual posts on them, but he used them for messaging people, and he used it for FaceTime since he didn't have a phone that would be compatible for doing FaceTime calls with iPhone. He would usually use the FB platform for FaceTime calls that way. So I do believe there's potentially a lot of communication, maybe some things to learn on those platforms, trying to work with, law enforcement to see if there's a way to gain access to those accounts. Haven't, haven't been able to cut the red tape quite yet. It's baby steps. They got, approval for a subpoena on his email account and one of his phone lines. So that was huge. So still working on trying to get access to the social media accounts because that's what I feel like he used the most with communicating. Thomas said maybe we could get some blip billboards in various states. That would be incredible. Yeah, that would be amazing, especially those states that he lived in, and really anything and anywhere. I'm down. I will try anything. So
I'd really like to hit San Diego. I don't know why. I just feel like because we don't have a person from there that I know of in our team, I just feel like we're missing a huge state. California is enormous, so
yeah.
really love it if we could find someone willing to help us out in San Diego or anywhere in California.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Vern is great with the blips. Thank you, ArcticFox. That's really cool. Did he have contact with anyone from his biological family? It was a closed adoption, so he doesn't have contact. Yeah, no current passport, anything like that. I know someone in Cali. I'll reach out to you tonight. Thank you, Christy. That's awesome. That would be amazing. We're just getting some flyers out there, just to anything we can do. Go for it. Your mic is acting up there, girly. There you go. Yeah. And if anyone has any new ideas that you can try, feel free to share. I am down for anything and everything. So.
Oh, thank you so much, Mama Ray, for reposting our videos. That's amazing.
Thank you.
I don't think I've seen your name, Mama Ray. Are you new to us?
Those that are tuning in, please share out the live so your friends can also see Vlad's face and potentially on the lookout. Keep the comments rolling as well. Feel free to share what state you're listening from and when you first heard about Vlad's case. Hear the story. Still almost gone. Awesome. Arizona, represent. That's awesome, Mama Ray. You say he was adopted. Sister. Yes.
Yes.
He was. We adopted Arena and Vladek. Arena was 11. Vlad was 5. Well, Arena was 11 when I first met her. She came over for 10 days with a group of kids looking for families to adopt. And, you know, she immediately was family to us. And we started the adoption process and learned that she had a brother as well. So we did the process for adopting both. And we went to Russia about 6 months later. Arena had her birthday, so she was 12 when we adopted her.
Just so you know, there were already 6 kids in their family when they decided to adopt 2 more from Russia. So it's pretty amazing. Their family wasn't done, and you know they decided to take one, but they weren't gonna let Vladek stay behind. So that's so amazing.
That's a great idea, Tiffany. Thank you. Yeah, blended family. So Vlad is now one of 8. When we adopted Arena and Vladek, like it was almost like 3 different phases of kids at home. Because the first phase was, you know, my older 4 siblings kind of grew up together. And then when the oldest 2 left the house, it was kind of, you're good, Christy, no problem. Then it was Jody, John, me, and Kristen growing up together. And then Jody left for college. We adopted Arena Vladek. John left for college maybe a month or 2 later. So it was really, Kristen and I went from being the babies, the youngest of this big family, to being the oldest. So when we adopted Arena and Vladek and John went off to college a couple months later, you know, I became the oldest at home. And it was me, Kristen, Arena, Vladek. So I'm very protective of my baby brother. I love him dearly, and I'm not going to stop fighting until I get him back.
Just a thought, but have you thought about tagging some high-profile creators, especially like Mama Tot, because she lost a son, and I really think that she would be on board with sharing your content on her platform, or maybe even doing a video of her own for Vlad.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm not familiar with a lot of the creators on this platform, so if you are able to message me the what's it called, the handles, yeah, I would love to tag or whatever. That'd be amazing. She does share the PC cases too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, anyone you guys could think of to tag in our videos. We love the true crime community. If you can see in our boxes, we love the true crime community, and they've been really awesome helping us out. Bethany's done numerous podcasts with the true crime community. So if you know someone that hasn't covered Vladek's story yet, tag them in our videos or message them. We would love to have more people, you know, cover his case, and that just brings more people aware of him. So yeah, the true crime community has been really kind to us. So please tag, you know, respectful, reputable people who do true crime on here or any of our other platforms, which is listed in our bio. That would be amazing help. Thank you.
Yeah, and you might even be able to tag their usernames in the comments and invite them to join the live or see Vlad's flyer. Anything helps. So thank you guys. Yeah, retired law enforcement. Just asked him to He is good people. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, thank you, Christy. Yeah, if anyone is willing to cover Vlad's case and just get his story out there to even a few more eyes, that means the world to me. And Haley Gray has been an incredible support system and has helped me write a detailed timeline and research document that I can send over to you. And it goes into, the details of everything leading up to Vlad's disappearance. That is also on the LINKTREE at the top of the TikTok page. If anyone would like to read over that timeline to learn more about Vlad's story. And then there is podcast interviews on that as well up there. News articles, everything is there. Yes, Haley is the bestest. Love you to death, girly. I'm a pit bull when it comes to my Bethany. I only ask who I trust with my life. Thank you, Christy. Love you. Yes, yes. I cannot say enough good things about Haley. She is Wonder Woman in real life. If anyone needs help advocating for a loved one, she is the first one that I send you to. And there's so many other amazing advocates on here too.
Did I just hear Rigsby come in?
He jumped down from the bed.
Not like I was listening for him or anything. I wasn't. I just heard him. Little clippy on the floor.
Surprised he hasn't started squeaking a toy by now, honestly.
Don't say toy.
Oh my gosh, you know those videos on TikTok where it's like, play these sounds to see how your dog reacts?
Yeah.
He's sound asleep, right? I play the video. There's a cheese wrapper, there's a doorbell, there's a cat. Nothing. Sound asleep. The ittiest bit of a squeaker sound. Awake. He's looking for it.
Toy.
He loves those squeaky toys, man. Oh my gosh.
Thing about it, he doesn't destroy them.
No.
Joy has 2 dogs, and they just tear everything to shreds.
No, he will just squeak that thing until it won't squeak no more. So for those that would like to see the amazing advocate of Rigsby.
Cheyenne, thank you for giving us your first gift. That was very kind of you. Thank you so much.
That is so sweet. All right, let me find the incredible advocate that Rigsby is. There's the one.
Eyes for me and the little head tilt. He's just so soulful and so cute.
He is the best advocate for Vlad. Wearing Vlad's shirt. So we had the candlelight at knocking the post thing over. We had the candlelight at UCF, and apparently it's dog friendly. So Rigsby was able to go with, and a small t-shirt fits him perfectly. And he was Vlad's biggest advocate, and he took his job very seriously because in most of the pictures when we were with him, let me see if I can find it. So many pictures on here. Keep going. Okay. I don't know if you can tell or not. So in most pictures, you know, you see the front of the shirt with us wearing it, and he wanted to make sure the back of the shirt was represented too.
QR code is on the back, so that's important. He's so smart.
He's very smart. He's the best. Let me see. Go back.
If you are just coming into us, we are looking for Brian Vladek Hasel. He's missing East Orlando, Florida since November of 2021. Please go up and click on our page, watch our pinned videos. While you're there, if you could interact with them, share a comment, like all the things. We just ask that you watch them all the way through and only about 3 videos at a time. I love that picture.
Yeah. Vlad loves Riggs.
Yeah.
He loves him so much.
We're always looking for new members of Team Vladek. So if you want to join us, all you have to do is follow and then send us a message and say, hey, I had this idea, or I have this connection. We're always looking for new ways to bring Vladek's story to light in different places. And that just requires more than one brain. We often get really good ideas together when we're talking and stuff. And talk about things, and I'm not worried about talking in public. That's and I'm a mom. I love Bethany, and I wouldn't want to feel the way her family is feeling. I will be here every day until Vladek is found. And so, you know, just being a mom, having that heart, I think is part of why I do what I do, and it's very important to me. And I'd love to have you on our team. Like I said, we're always looking for new ideas, because when a person is missing for 3 years, it kind of becomes old news, unfortunately. And, you know, the news stations don't want to pick up the story because we don't have any new information. So we're always trying to find new ways to bring light to Vladek's case. Make sure you're following us on all other platforms. There's a LANK in our bio, and interact in any way that you can. Please share our live. It's really important to us to get Vladek's face and his story all over the United States. He could be in any little town somewhere. He did have a great heart for the homeless. He did help out homeless people in Orlando. He could be living or working with the homeless people in any area in the United States. Like we've said previously, he doesn't have a valid passport, so he could not have left the USA. We do have Vladek t-shirts. Let us know if you want one. Size small fits Rigsby, so if you have a dog that wears t-shirts.
We need more pup advocates.
Yes. I'm not getting my cat in a t-shirt, sorry.
It's an adventure.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Dangerous Pumpkin. They're free, but if you want to cover the shipping, greatly appreciated, but you don't have to. I did order a bunch of them, so I can mail one to you.
Just send a private message with your address, and Bethany can send you one.
Yeah. What's on here? Ah, welcome navigating advocacy. So glad to have you. Hey, Whit. Is it Whit or Melissa? Who it be?
So many Melissas.
Lots of Melissas. Whit, nice. Welcome, welcome. I'm getting so excited about Advocacy Con. It's going to be incredible. So amazing.
Remind me when that is again.
Oh my gosh, no way. It's 3 weeks away already? That's crazy.
Wow.
End of March.
Awesome.
Yeah, last weekend of March. Whoa. It's so fast.
Can't wait to see pictures. Hint, hint.
Yes, lots of pictures. So Advocacy Con is a conference that Navigating Advocacy is partnering with putting together. And that's right. Just focused on ethical advocacy and just engaging with empathy for families and missing loved ones and cases of unsolved crime as well. And just helping families find resources and new ways to advocate for their loved one, and resources that have been vetted and focus on doing things in the right way and not looking for the clickbait, not looking for, what have you, but really keeping the focus on what matters. And it's these individuals that are missing or cases that need answers. Yes, it's definitely an amazing community. What says we are bringing together families, nonprofit organizations, resources all in one location to build a community. I am so excited. It's going to be a breath of fresh air, and just being able to partner with these families and join together in our search for our loved ones is going to be truly powerful.
Where are they having it this year?
Indianapolis. Yes. So Jody, Irina, myself, and my fiance Tristan will be going. So very excited.
I feel like you're new to us too. Thank you so much for taking a box with your 20.9K followers. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you being here. Did my screen freeze on your end or?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. That's a lovely picture of me.
It is.
It's
so
not.
pretty. In the left-hand corner, icon up there in the left-hand corner, and watch our 3-pin videos. They have all the information of what led up to Vladek's going missing. It also has important video that we can't share on the live, but is important for you to watch.
Christy says my internet caught her swamp signal.
Oh no.
That's amazing. Nikki Schmidt just texted. She said she'll be joining in just a little bit. Awesome sauce.
Wow, who subscribed?
You got a subscriber?
I just saw it. Where'd it go?
Oh, Justice. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
gosh, thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you, Jana. Bixby, come here. Your fans want to see you.
Thank you, Jana. That's we appreciate that so much.
Here.
No,
No.
if you had the squeaky toy, he would come.
What? Hi, bud. What you doing? Come here. Don't knock over the phone. Back up. Come here. Yeah, he's on the search for Squeaky. Thank you, Vanish. That's amazing. So, for those that are tuning in, we are advocating for my brother, Brian Vladek Hasel. He is missing out of Orlando, Florida since November of 2021. No leads or sightings since that time. So just trying to keep his face out there. We adopted Vladek when he was 5 years old from Russia. And let's see, message from the YT side. They all support you and send love. Really enjoyed sports growing up, that kind of thing. Basketball is something that he continued throughout his adulthood. Thank you, Justice. Appreciate you, Jana, for being here. Basketball is something through. So basketball courts is something I focus on and trying to get awareness out there. Whether it's, zip tying a flyer to a chain link fence on a basketball court, anything to help spread awareness is greatly appreciated. Hey, Fuzzy. Fuzzy has been an incredible all-star with getting Vlad's flyer out there to different areas. Let me see if I can change my background. That. Intermission. So yeah, I can send anybody who is willing to help share Vladek's flyer in your hometown. There is a mini version of the flyer where 4 of them will print on one piece of paper. And, with just printing one page, you can post 4 flyers of Vlad anywhere, I know, Fuzzy, but I want to make sure you never forget how much it means to me, because I'll never be able to thank you guys enough, honestly. But oh, girl, you're making me cry. Stop. Thank you. Y'all are incredible.
Oh, ArcticFox just subscribed. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arctic. Oh, Doodle's doing the live too. That's amazing. Thank you, Doodle. Y'all are getting me emotional, which is very easy to do. Oh, Rosie.
Oh, Rosie. It won't let me.
Here you go. So yeah, just posting his flyer while you're out and about. Why? Try that again. Oh, always here for you, Christy. Devin, your mother is missing. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. If you need any support or help with
Advocates.
there's so many incredible advocates in these boxes here that would love to help you in any way that's needed. Just let us know. Now just going through from all sides. That's amazing. Janice said to me flyers and I'll share. That would be incredible. Really appreciate you. Oh, that's awesome, Devin, that you're an advocate as well. Yeah, so you know, we're in this together. If there's any way I can support you or vice versa, you know, please don't hesitate to reach out. And then as far as if anyone wants to post flyers in their area, if you can just send me an email. The print is a little bit small on there, but it's pretty much find Vladek's full name, Brian Vladek Hasel at
Mail.
I have to pause because I don't want to upset TikTokgods.com.
Can you send Rosie an invite?
Oh, I thought I did.
Well, she's messaging me, so I don't think it worked.
I'll send it again. Hopefully, TikTok hates me tonight, apparently.
TikTok loves us. They love us all the time. We love the TikTok shop.
Yes.
TikTok shop is our favorite.
Yes.
I don't know. That's so weird.
I keep hitting invite. It says
Yeah.
invited. I don't know. It's weird.
That is weird. If you're just coming in, we're advocating for Brian Vladek Hasel. He's been missing out of East Orlando, Florida since November of 2021. Basically, after about, to be kind, the police deal with missing person cases for about 6 months, and then it is up to the family, the friends, and the loved ones of the missing to continue the search. And that takes time and energy and emotion and money. And we have all kinds of things that you can do for us for free, and it can help us in so many ways. So if you're here and you're new, just say, hey, I'm new in the comments. If you'd like to share our live out, that'd be really helpful. If you don't know Vladek's story, click on our Find Vladek Hasel up there in the left-hand corner and watch the 3 pinned videos. While you're doing that, watch each video all the way through. Like, comment, share all the things to make TikTok see how busy we are with our videos. Welcome, Devin. Thank you so much for joining us. And make sure you give us a follow while you're here. We would love to have more people on our team. You added it to your story. Thank you, Devin. That's so nice.
Thank you so much.
Vladek is most likely somewhere in the continental USA. Bethany has pretty much saturated the Orlando area, so we don't believe he's in Orlando anymore. We think he's in some small town somewhere in the United States. Vladek is the kind of person that likes to start up conversations with basically strangers, and he likes to make that person the most important person in the conversation. And I call that the Vladek experience. So he'll say, oh, hey, I like your shirt, or, oh, those shoes are so nice. And then just strike up a conversation. And he loves to hear about how someone's life went from A to right now where he's talking to them. Those are just interesting to Vladek. He's a story collector, and he makes those people feel really important. And we feel like someone has had the Vladek experience. somewhere in the US and they don't realize that Vladek is a missing person. He has a great heart for the military and the police and, you know, civil servants, and so much so that when they first did his missing persons report, the police officer who took the report described him to his family before he had seen his picture. He's like, I think I know Vladek. Is he about this tall? And he had thanked that officer for his service and his partner at some point before he went missing. So it's just so clear that he has such a great respect for the people in the police force and the military. He did go to basic training in San Diego, California, and he was honorably discharged from the Marines. During the time before he went missing, he had been working pretty closely with the homeless. So we think that he could be in the homeless population somewhere or working with the homeless. We just want to get his story out to each person in the United States, in any little small town, because we believe someone has had the Vladek experience and doesn't realize that he's missing.
Thank you, Melissa. Welcome, Nikki.
He's missing.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. It takes a second. Hi, everyone. We were at a hockey game, but we had a great time. But I wanted to pop on and say hello.
Who won?
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
Nice.
Hockey in Florida? What?
Oh, this team is very good.
Oh, I
They're
believe
really,
you.
really good.
We're a
I wanted
hockey
to
family.
like so bad. It looks so cool. I've been to an Orlando Solar Bear game, but I've heard the Lightning is much better to watch.
They are fantastic, and it's just a fun for the kids and stuff. It's a great time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Solar Bears. Yep. What's a solar bear?
It's a hockey. It's a hockey mascot.
What is a solar bear?
I don't know.
That's
There
funny.
is no.
Texas.
It's just a. It's just a mascot. I don't think there is a thing called a solar bear.
I don't think so either.
No, we don't have those in
look that up.
Texas. We don't have those in Wisconsin either, and we have bears.
Now, are ice bats a real thing, Whit, or is that just a mascot there too?
I've never heard of an ice bat.
So it's a home solar company. It's the hockey team.
Oh, see, there you go.
I should. I don't see. Polar bear, but it's a solar bear.
Bear, yes.
Welcome, Christy.
Christy, there we go. Sorry, I called you the wrong name.
Would you like a box? I don't see
Chrissy.
you on the list. Let me see. Invite, maybe? Let me see. Christy, where are you? If you would like a box, just click the request thingamajig.
Yeah, that's
and
easy.
I can add you up there. Yeah. I am TikTok challenged. You're good. I'm not on, so I can't stay long. Flood cleaning. Oh my gosh, girl.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Those that are tuning in, please take a moment and follow the account for missing Brenda Gail Lambert. You can learn about her story. Christy is her sister. She's advocating with everything she has to get her sister's story out there and get answers and justice. So please follow that account and help share out Brenda's story. It means the world to me. Bethany Wisdom Speaks from YT side is hanging flyers in a men's camp in South Carolina. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Wisdom Speaks. I really appreciate your help with getting Vlad's flyer and face out there. It means the world to my family. That's incredible. Thank you, guys. Awesome, awesome.
How are you doing, Bethany?
I'm doing okay. You know, it's a roller coaster, and today I'm feeling more of the emotions than, you know, some days, but you just gotta buckle your seatbelt and hang on for the ride. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Well, you have some positive things happening in your life right now, so
Yes.
I'm excited for you.
Had a beautiful weekend for my bachelorette. Great time with my sisters and my two best friends. It was really sweet time. So, yeah. Kristen, Arena, and Jody came out to the barn with me, which was a lot of fun. And Kristen and Irina got to ride, and they probably haven't ridden in, gosh, I don't know. Like, Irina maybe rode once since then, but the only time I can really remember was when we brought her over those 10 days when she was, you know, we were hosting her from Russia, and I brought her out to the barn then, like 20 years ago. So, and then Kristen, probably last time she rode was when she took lessons with me, like, you know, 20 years ago too. So that was really awesome to be able to get them back in the saddle, and they had a blast. So
To say hi.
thank you, Christy.
Quickly.
Yeah, if you ever want to go riding with me, let me know.
Just made her very
Hello.
happy.
It's a date. If you come to the Inverness bridal shower, maybe we can make something happen.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Is missing in the USA Dan?
Yes.
Okay, he says hi.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Dan, request a box if you
Welcome,
want.
Dan. Yeah, feel free to come up. My invite thing is not really working. It won't let me send one to Rosie. So if you would like a box, request it, and I think it will accept. It's being weird.
I have like no mod powers at all. I don't know what's happening.
Do you normally have mod powers?
Well, like, yes, slight mod power.
So it's just being weird.
Like I could usually bring someone up if they were.
Yeah, it's not you. Yeah, it's just being weird tonight. It's glitching. I don't know. And Christy asked, I'm nervous about getting married. A little bit. let's hope that it's coming up fast. Putting my little one in bed. Just wanted to stop and tell you congratulations. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you. Awesome. We just watched Gabby's documentary. So beautiful. She was so loved. Yeah, they did an incredible job. Incredible job.
I have to say, Nikki, when I heard about her story, I didn't realize how much DV was involved. And I had to turn it off after about 15 minutes. My ex-husband was problematic, but I felt her. It was very well done from what I saw, and I got the message. And DV isn't talked about enough, and it still happens all over the place, and it's just, there's got to be a way to get on that. And I don't know, it's no different than me 20 years ago. So yeah, I'm sorry that happened, and you're amazing. You're amazing to us. You're amazing to Bethany, and we appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I do say that, like, watching documentaries in general, like that, is triggering for some people. So it's I always say take caution if you've been through something or if it's triggering for you.
Yeah, I just knew she was a YouTuber, right? I just didn't think about it. I knew she was a YouTuber. And sometimes you don't know.
Just posted her first video right before.
Yeah.
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 No.
Mind of Monsters is going to a car show.
No, she's gonna help plan a car show for Vlad.
Oh, that's the car show.
Yeah.
Got it. Hi, Victoria Rose.
Much, Christy.
Thanks for coming over.
Thank you for those heart puffs. Appreciate you. Yes, Chris. Mind of Monsters is an incredible advocate. Incredible.
How are you, Victoria Rose? It's good to see you.
Oh, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to chat about it. That's awesome.
If you're just tuning in, we're advocating for Brian Vladek Hasel. He's been missing out of East Orlando, Florida since November of 2021. Please give our page a follow. Watch our 3 pinned videos. They have all the information of what led up to the to Vladek going missing, and it has some important video that you should see to know the whole story. While you're there, please interact with the video, like, comment, post, share, all the things.
Good night, kids. Love you. See you in a few weeks.
Right? Advocacy Con's coming up. Excited to see everyone.
Fast. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
If there's anyone here that doesn't know, it's what is it, March
28th?
The 20, it starts the 28th, right? 29th, or is it 29th maybe? I have to look at my calendar. I'm the worst with dates. So it's that last weekend in March. I like to say it that way. It's the very last weekend in March. So
there you go. What's got us? Fuzzy is asking what Advocacy Con is. Nikki, do you want to share?
Well, it is a new conference built around advocacy for families going through something similar to what Bethany's going through with a missing loved one, families that have been through tragedies like us with Gabby, to kind of come together and be a voice, like let their voices be heard. It's going to be about victim focused, victim centered advocacy and not sensationalized. There will be, I know there's going to be some creators there and some speakers. I know Beth Holloway is going to be there speaking. And then they have a lot of good people lined up. So I think you can go to their page. They have a lot of information on there. Advocacy conference, or I would have to look at it. That's what it's called, but if you search it, you'll probably find it on there. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a great way to.
I hope I explained that well enough because I was trying
Amazing.
to.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great way to just unite resources with families of missing loved ones and families of unsolved cases, and just be able to strengthen those bonds and strengthen that community. As Whitney said earlier, it's a conference like no other, and I'm just really excited because this is the focus that can enact change in this environment and really make a world of difference in so many cases. So it's gonna be incredible. The resources minus all the yucky stuff. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So it's hopefully gonna be like a breath of fresh air and just kind of focus on what's important. It'll be Arena's first time going to a conference, so I'm really glad that she'll be able to join for this one because they're doing an incredible job, focusing on what matters and the cases, and not like Nikki said, not going for clickbait type things. So it's really focused on engaging with empathy. So many families have been navigating the worst days of their lives for days, weeks, months, years on end, and be able to avoid more pain and hurt, and is going to be really appreciated. So I'm excited. It'll be good.
The idea of it being sort of a smaller venue than one of those bigger ones where it could be into the thousands of people. I think this will be a nice.
You know, formed by just one interaction. The girl who Bethany went to, I can't ends now, and having a hard time getting back in. You need to.
She might be just trying to. There she is. Oh.
You're doing great without me.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So the 24 of you in here, if you could tap us to at least 35K likes, that'd be great. If you haven't heard Vladek's story, please go check it out. It's the 3 first pinned videos on our page. It has all the information of what led up to Vladek's disappearance and has some important video footage that we can't include on a live, but we can include in our videos. While you're there, please interact with the videos, like, comment, share, all the things. Please try to only watch 3 videos per time, though, because it gets spammy.
And yeah, Arctic, that would be amazing to be able to go to Arkansas or Oklahoma to help get conferences out that way. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bethany, remind me who you went to that conference with in Colorado, who you shared a room with?
Allison.
Allison.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love her. She'll be at Advocacy Con too.
Oh, good.
Sharing her mom's case, Lonnie Rogers' case. Yeah, she has been an incredible advocate for her mother. And aren't already, she has a what's it called? Petition to sign for Lonnie's case and for other missing persons cases. Allison is trying to get a law in place where when a person has been missing for 20 plus years, that law enforcement has to show the full case files to that family and see if they might be able to shed some light into some things that might not have made a whole lot of sense to law enforcement because they don't know the person individually, but maybe the family can help. So it's called Lonnie's Law. And there's a petition on her Facebook page for it if you search for Justice for Lonnie Rogers. So yeah.
Thank you for the gifts. Any gifts or subscriptions that we get go right back into promoting. So like tonight we promoted and we got quite a few people in, more than normal. So anything you send to Bethany goes right back into the live stream or the page.
Yeah. Let's see, any other trivia questions? Get the comments rolling a little bit before we call it a night. Melissa, can you think of anything? What did Fuzzy say? How do you like? So like just tapping the screen. You keep hitting it. It makes that number go up higher and then potentially gets more eyes on his flyer.
And then to like a video, you just hit the little heart.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What is his favorite food? Vlad has told me, I don't know, guys change their mind all the time, but I asked him what he wanted for like a birthday meal because we were having a sibling reunion and it was going to fall on his birthday as well. And he said his favorite ideal meal would be steak, potatoes, and asparagus. So hearty. Sounds
There's
delicious.
a lot of Vladek jokes. Vladek was a jokey kind of kid.
Yes.
5-year-old energy. When Vladek was adopted by Bethany's family when he was 5 years old from Russia, and he gave Bethany a run for her money. She went from being the youngest in the younger group of kids to being the big sister. So she has lots of crazy stories about him going missing. Didn't he hide a friend or something?
Yeah.
Right? And they were like looking for him everywhere, and he was hiding a friend, right?
Well, Vladek wasn't missing.
No,
but
no, I mean the
we-
friend.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. So yeah, when Vladek was probably 7 or so, we were living in a small town, and there was helicopter overhead. Am I repeating?
No.
No? Okay. There was a helicopter overhead searching our neighborhood, and then law enforcement came knocking door to door, and they had said they're looking for the neighbor kid who Vladek hangs out with. And when law enforcement showed up, your face, Lisa, you speak of him. Oh, thank you, girly. When law enforcement showed up, Vladek, finally let my parents know that his friend was in our backyard in the treehouse. The friend got in a fight with his parents, and he was probably like 7 or 8 as well, and wanted to run away from home. And Vladek told him he could hang out in the treehouse, and Vladek was bringing him peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And yeah.
I love that story. The fact that the police had to come before he said anything.
Yeah.
What a loyal friend.
He didn't want to go to jail.
Did he say that?
I don't remember, but probably it's something he would say. Oh, man. So funny. And then, one time I had taken him horseback riding with me, and via PB&J, yeah. One time he went horseback riding with me, and he was young. I don't know exactly how old, but under 10. And I let him kind of go around the arena by himself, and I was videotaping him, and I told him, try to make her go faster. It was my horse that he was riding. And I forget the exact wordage I used, but I had told him I was videoing, and he heard that I was posting it on MySpace. He's like, I don't want it on MySpace. And years later, I am showing that video on other platforms to help spread awareness for him.
I don't think he minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yet. If you're just tuning in to us, we are advocating for Brian Vladek Hasel. He's missing out of East Orlando, Florida since November of 2021. This is his sister, Bethany, and she has been online since day one of their discovery as his disappearance, trying to find Vladek through social media. Please give us a follow and go into our BIO. We have all kinds of LINKs to other platforms. Give us a follow on those places as well. We need to reach everyone in America, every little tiny town, every rest stop. So we need your help. Please share our live right now. Watch our 3 pinned videos to get Vladek's story. Comment, share, like all the things. Try not to do more than 3 videos at a time. We appreciate all that interaction. Just shows TikTok that we're busy over here, and it brings Vladek's story to more people.
Good night. Thank you so much for joining. Those that are joining us, please take a moment and follow the Brenda Gail Lambert account to help advocate for her sister Brenda. Christy is an incredible sister. She advocates for Brenda's case. So please take a moment to follow that account. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in tonight. Hope you have a beautiful night. And we try to go live each Tuesday, typically Eastern time. We'll would love to have you back next week, just to continue the discussion and ways to advocate for so many that are missing and so many families that need answers.
Good to see you, Bethany.
See you
All right, see you Tuesday. Bye.
Spent most of the past few days. Tonight in our Missing series, the disappearance of a young veteran from Florida. A lot of you have reached out to us about this case. Brian Vladek Hasel vanished 6 months ago. His father says the last time he saw his 22-year-old son was when they were packing up for a trip out of state for his sister's birthday. Brian decided not to go on that trip. Well, when his dad returned home, Brian was gone and his cell phone had been left behind. Correspondent Brian Enton spent most of the past few days in Orlando digging into this story for us. Brian, the family is obviously desperate for answers right now. What stood out to you as you started to follow the clues that had been left behind?
Well, a few things stood out, Marnie. First of all, Vladek is just a really nice guy, according to everyone we spoke to. He's the kind of person who would smile at strangers on the street, start up conversation with strangers. He would pick up homeless people and take them out to dinner or help them pay their bills. But he was also complicated, like so many of us. He suffered from depression, and he disappeared. Hi, hey, how are you? All right, I'm Brian. Steve. Hi, nice to meet you. When we got to Brian Vladek Hasel's Orlando apartment, his dad and two sisters were waiting, desperate for any help.
Happy birthday, dear Vladek. Happy birthday to you.
They're desperate to find the missing 23-year-old Marine who vanished in November of last year. What's life like for you right now, not knowing?
I wake up sometimes at night and think he's standing at the bed, and I realize, I was just dreaming. I have trouble sleeping at night. I talk to God a lot.
Steve Hasel adopted Vladek from a Russian orphanage when he was just 5 years old. He has 7 siblings, and after high school, joined the Marines. He was honorably discharged, and his family says he's had his ups and downs and bouts of depression that trace back to his childhood in Moscow. Vladek's dad went out of town on November 5th. It's the last time the family saw Vladek.
I was really worried because I was thinking about his mental health, and I know my dad had mentioned some concerns that he had about his behavior and some of the stuff he was saying. He was very hyper focused on religion, talking about archangels and demons the night before my dad left.
Vladek would talk to anyone and was known to help homeless people with rides and money.
He had been really struggling with finding his purpose in life after leaving the Marines, and with reaching out to the homeless community, I feel like that really gave him a purpose.
This Orlando coffee shop was where Vladek spent most of his time. He was known for pacing there, and his family says a customer accused him of having a pocket knife on the table he was sitting at, which caused the manager to call the police. They told him he couldn't come back. That was right before he vanished in November.
My first thought was he had a mental breakdown because of what happened with the coffee shop and his level of depression to start with, and that maybe he went off into the woods like he one time thought of doing and just stayed there.
In the apartment complex, the maintenance workers knew Vladek because he walked around the neighborhood at night and smiled at everyone. His family thinks he may have had a mental breakdown and could be in a massive wooded area behind the complex.
But there is a kind of an opening back in here that he would go back. He could get back in there a ways, but it's just overgrown with palmetto bushes and trees.
Not knowing what happened is pure agony.
But I need to know, and I keep telling God, just tell me, where is he? Is he all right? Is he here or is he with you? And that's very hard.
And there have been some reported sightings of Vladek. Someone said they may have seen him at a homeless camp. There was also a possible sighting at a 7-Eleven, but at this point, none of that has panned out. Marnie?
It is just so heartbreaking, Brian, to hear that dad and see his tears and know that the fear of the unknown keeps you up at night. It's something that you appreciate when you hear him put it into words. Brian, thank you. And if you have seen Brian Vladek Hasel or you have any information about his disappearance, call the Orange County Sheriff's Office at the number on your screen. As Brian said, it is an open and active case, and they are looking for him. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button.
For 2021. That was the last time anyone heard from Hasel before he disappeared under mysterious circumstances from the UCF area. Vlad's family went on a trip to Tennessee when a series of events unfolded in their absence.
When we got back from that trip, Vladek was gone. So we're still trying to put the pieces together of what could have happened. There's a lot of possibilities.
According to his family, his last official sighting was at Foxtail Coffee on University Boulevard. The cam footage shows Hasel being formally trespassed from the coffee shop after reportedly making a customer uncomfortable with his pacing 2 days prior. Later on, that customer would come back and say he saw a knife on the table, prompting the trespass.
Vladek frequented Foxtail Coffee House. He frequented other businesses on University. 3 times a week he would be there.
After the incident at Foxtail, it is believed Hasel never returned home. Early reports say he went to a friend's apartment within the complex, out of breath and paranoid.
The family enlisted the help of Steve Fisher, a private investigator, to aid the search. Fisher, in partnership with the Orange County Sheriff's Office, identified a shoe found in the wooded area near the place as the same one Vlad was wearing the day he was trespassed, as seen in the image.
And I think we're 95% certain that's Vlad's shoe. That can often be a sign of a struggle, like a fight goes on.
Sitting united, the family left a message for Hasel.
We love him so much. So very much. And we just need to know if he's okay. Wherever you are, Vlad. We just need to know if you're okay.
For now, Hasel's location is still unknown, but his family and investigators refuse to give up. For 2021.
Hi, Mom. Are you there?
Yes, are you there?
I don't know. I might be. I might halfway be here. I think I am.
Oh, I love that avatar.
Thank you. It's just an AI thing, but I think I figured this out, so we can do this every Tuesday now. I'm so excited. It worked. I had no issues at all with sound.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
I appreciate you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate you for doing this. And
Girl,
Bethany does
it's
too.
wholesome to the heart. It's what we do. This is what we do. Do no harm. This is what we do. I love it. It's rewarding to my soul.
It took me a second to realize your alias there on the Tick of Talks. I was like,
I know.
Is that Doodle?
I told you. I was banned so many times. I'm like, wait, what name's gonna pop up? Ah, screw it. And it showed up like missing 7. I was like, okay, fine, that's great. At least it's not like Dan Tucker or some crap like that, because I make weird crap.
Dan Tucker.
Fox nailed Fox knew. Fox saw
There she is.
Oh, was Bethany here?
Hi, Bethany. Love you.
Hi, Bethany.
Yep.
Oh.
She's on my side.
Okay. Hi, Bethany. I'm so you light up every time you speak to your brother. That never gets old. That just warms my soul. It does. For sure. Well,
Love you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor when you come in the chat, and we're honored to stream the Tick of Talks over here on the YouTube side. And
absolutely. And I
will call you Thursday with all the details. It was supposed to be a surprise, but I suck at surprises. So
I'm sorry, I have a lag. If I interrupt you, I don't mean to.
Fine, and I've got swamp signal, so
so we might just be
and
going
Bethany
over
kept
each other.
getting kicked off her Tick of Talks. And I told her, I said, I think your internet caught my swamp signal. It's like a flu.
Hey, I gave sickness. I gave
You are so welcome.
Jana. I gave cold to Jana and Barb just through text messages. So I mean, it's dangerous. All right, guys. Well, Mom, are you going live after this? I know you said you wanted to, so I don't know like what you had planned.
Yes. Yeah, I'll probably do like
it'll probably be like a 10-minute breather in between.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do like a late night because there was some stuff that I wanted to talk about, some of these case updates and stuff. So
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you
wanted
so
to
much
get-
for being here. So
get that all
much.
out.
Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you on my side, on her side. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for this cause. It's just something that's straight to Mom's heart. We love Bethany. Anything we can do to help. So she's gonna take a 10-minute breather, and then I'll meet you guys over there. I don't know how to teleport yet, but as soon as I do, I can send you over there. But until then, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. Love you, Mom. You did great over there. Bethany, we're always here, honey. Always.
Thank you. Love you, Bethany. Have a good night. Amazing live as always.
Does anyone understand? Does anyone lend a hand? When the silence starts to bite, will you join me in this fight? Can you see them in your dreams? Can you hear their desperate screams? A heartbeat lost in the night. Oh, will you help me be their voice? In the darkness, let's rejoice, 'cause together we can shine.